guys, it's me Will, and today we have another amazing Venator update. This week we did something amazing with the Venator, including a lot of snap technique. Now I said I wasn't going to use snap in this mock, but I can do snap for one section, which you'll see in a minute. So basically, we're going to be doing the whole bridge section snap, but the rest of it just with panels, because snap for the whole Venator would be way too expensive. But before we continue with this update, I'd like to thank everyone who donated on the live stream recently. I really do appreciate it. All of these lovely people who decided to donate: Micah Nike, Nolark, RO Brick Productions, Reman 6000, Director KW, and Venator Bricks. I also like to thank Mr. Blue and Director KW for being members on the channel, so that is also a big support for this series. Now to the part where I ask you all to like and subscribe, because this project is getting really expensive. So let's get into this update, guys. Starting off this week on the Venator, we've had some amazing progress and de-escalation. So this week we actually started to make some snap work for the bridge. I am very excited about this because this whole thing is going to be snap right here. I am able to afford that small amount to be snap, not the panels, but this whole section right here to be snapped. So I'm super excited about that. I ordered a bunch of bricks, so those should be coming in next week for that part of the update. But this week we're redesigning this section right here because it's a big mess. I mean, look at that, it's just a big mess. So it's gonna be going inward like this, and that's actually the proper angle. I'm 100% sure on it. That's the proper angle. So we're taking a bunch of this apart so it matches this more accurately, because we have a bunch of space right here and it's really hard to make it attach to the sides when there's so much space in between it. So let's get into that part of the update starting now. So the first thing we have to do is start destroying everything. So as you guys can see, I've started to take out this technic beam right here, because we're honestly getting rid of this elevator shaft. It's not going to happen. It's going away. We might even extend the hangar out a bit, honestly, because we'll have some more space over here. And we're getting rid of this. This is gone. No more elevator shaft right there. That's just useless and it's not going to happen. Alright, since the last update, we've made some progress over here. We actually took apart all this stuff, as you guys can see. We don't have that support beam going all the way to the bottom of the Venator anymore. So you can see down here, it's completely gone. Along with this area right here, completely gone. The elevator shaft's gone. We've actually moved this in a bit more and attached it to this secure console over here, for the hangar. So now it's super strong. Look at that. That is super strong. And I want to explain the system of the truss real quick to you guys. So the system of the truss is actually supporting the top weights and the sides of the Venator. So this prevents sagging on the sides because these are connected right here. Well, the upward force is pushed up by these things to support this whole frame over here, which is giving strength to both this side and this side. It honestly does really help it. I know it's kind of hard to explain, but I did actually learn about this in a class from school, and I wanted to implement that into the Venator. So I thought that'd be kind of cool, something that I learned from school, implemented in the Venator.
Stay in kids school. What? Stay in cool kids. What? What's happening in my brain? Stay in school, kids.
Overall, we've made some pretty cool progress. I mean, this is actually lining up now. It's actually not that far away from the, what's it called? I can't think of the name of this. Oh my goodness, the siding. So that's actually really good. So we can actually attach it now, and it's a lot more secure. I do have to do it on the other side eventually, but we'll worry about that when we actually start working on the other side again. Right now, we're just working on perfecting this side and making it better. Although we did move this whole thing right here over one stud, so that now we can actually add a red stripe down here. I don't have those pieces on hand, but in my most recent order, I did actually order some of those as well. So we do have some of those coming in, and I'll be able to fill it up right there as well. That should be coming in next week sometime, so that should be pretty useful for us. Now for this whole back section right here, because we have all this space here now, I don't know what I'm going to put, because I can't really put a hanger, right? Because now the side hanger is kind of shifted over here, which is led into the big back minifig scale kind of hanger-esque area. So I was thinking maybe putting a cafeteria or a prison cell right here. I don't know what I'm gonna put here, but I mean, we have space. Maybe a garrison. I honestly did think about expanding this hangar, but then then I couldn't use the truss system right here, because I was going to expand the hangar and maybe put 2-3 spots for some miniature ATTEs. But I'm you know what? Nah, let's not do that. Let's make something for the clones to use. Maybe some barracks. I don't know what I'm going to put here. Let me know what you guys think I should put right here and right there. down in the comments below. There's probably gonna be a hallway right here leading to the back hangar section. There's gonna be like another door. But like, what do you guys think should be in this mid section of the Venator? Also, there will need to be some power functions right here, like in the roof area, like somewhere around that height, because we are having things that actually spin around to open the main hangar doors. So the main functionality will probably be all right here. So like it'll be probably this high, but like the main functionality for like power functions and gears will be all running right through this top section right here. But now that we have finished this main section, I think it's time for us to get back to work on the back hangar and also resecuring all this stuff right here, like to the actual Venator. We'll actually have this siding reattached, and all of that will be very nice to see, because we do have this back paneling right here, and it's gonna look pretty cool. So let's get into that now. Guys, we did something incredible in the past few hours, and it's not this, although this is incredible. Look at this. Holy, I can't even describe. Oh my god, I'm so hyped. So let me get into everything I did, because it's a lot, and I didn't expect to do this, but I just kept building and building. I was watching this movie on Netflix, and I'm just like, wow. But like, look at this amazing stuff I did. Okay, so let's get into it with the breakdown. So right here in this midsection right here, we have this amazing truss right here. A second one to accommodate this one down here. You can't really see it too well. Let's try to brighten that up for you guys a bit. You guys can see it. Oh my goodness, like glare. But like, we have another one now. This one is a lot more narrower because it has to be able to fit this ship, and it needs to be higher. So when this is going up, it will fit inside this section. At least I'm hoping it will. So this is how it's gonna work. It's gonna be a truss like this. It's gonna be able to squeeze in so close, and it's just gonna be like that. I'm hoping to do another one of these over here, but I don't know how I'm gonna do it because I need to expand the width to be able to fit these two sides. So we'll just have to see how that turns out later on. But right here is something I didn't think I was gonna be able to do, but it just happened, and now I'm gonna use it a lot on the Venator. So down here you can see we have this thing right here. It's pretty strong. It does wiggle a bit, but it's basically a connector for the Venator. Here, let me take off this panel and I can actually show you guys. As I was taking out the panel to show you guys, I basically broke the Venator again. You see, this is why I gotta attach this thing better. Okay, here, now that we got that out of the way, let me actually show you guys. So, you see underneath here, this is gonna be an easy, accessible takeoff panel. And you see how I have this Technic beam attached to the truss? Well, that's just going to add more support to the sides of it, and it's just going to make everything stronger. I'm super hyped about that, because then you have this thing right here that's also supporting it. I would like to add more connectors to it, but I think this is good enough, to be quite frank with you. So I'm pretty excited about that. Like, that is an amazing breakthrough. I think we're going to do it over there, and then just get rid of this hinge connector, because this boy isn't doing too much now that we have this amazing thing right here. Unfortunately, we can't use this strategy over here just because we have the bay doors that actually open up right here. But I'm amazed with this. I am so excited to actually toy around with this some more, because this is an amazing thing I just thought of, and it works so well with this build. So let's move on to our next segment. All right, we currently reattached this thing right here. I think this is gonna be where I will end up the update this week. I mean, we have some parts coming in next week, but they aren't gonna be here till tomorrow. I could build some more, but I think we have more than enough progress done for this update. There's one more thing I did manage to do. There's these things right here. Now you can see how this is like this and this is like this. Well, we actually plan on having tiled on the sides right here, because that's just gonna look way better. So this whole thing right here is gonna be tiled with 2x4 bricks. I'm gonna get an order from Pick a Brick eventually. I'm gonna place it, but it's gonna take like 5 weeks to get here, so I'm not gonna worry about it for a while. But it's gonna be super cool, and I need to do this because we need to have like single like kind of bricks to like actually lean against it. It's super complicated, and I'll explain it more when I actually get around to building it. But I'm super hyped for that. It's gonna look great, and it's gonna add some more details of the Venator while not being too expensive. I'm going to need like 200 of those 2x4s though. So I mean, if you guys want to become a member and help support the project, it really would mean a lot to me, because honestly, this thing is getting quite expensive, and I don't know how I'm going to be able to afford to finish this project before Brickworld Chicago 2022. Well, that's all this week, guys. Thank you all for joining this amazing episode of building my custom Venator. It was a bit of a longer episode, but overall, I think we made some great progress, and I'm super excited to see what we do next week. Well, that's all for now, guys. Peace out, and I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye.